Yo, I thought I hit go live and I wasn't sure. I almost just sat here and stared at the camera. I feel dark. Why do I feel dark? Turn my lights up a little bit. That's too much light. I don't know. Y'all can see me. What's happening? What's cracking? OG Tank, what's up, man? Quilly, Dennis Dixon, Maurice Evans, Lil Luther, G Dope, Shanna is in the building, and Jason is in the building, which would equate to the Ewings being in the building. What's up, y'all? Nola Gun Guy, Coy, what's happening, brother? I meant to get back to you today, but obligations came first. And the beating I would have received, you wouldn't have been the one giving it to me. And it's a long story. I don't need to explain. Roadblock, what's up? Fat guy with guns, what's happening, man? Walt E, what's to it, what's to it, what's to it. Shanna, by the way, happy Valentine's Day to you, ma'am. I do not say that to guys because it feels funny. Miss V, how are you? Happy Valentine's Day to you. I don't really celebrate it, but I observe it. I take care of my obligations. Fam. What's crack-a-lacking? Roger, what's up? What's up? One in the Chenamba. What's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. So this is crazy. Javon's Martin, what's up? I got a confession to make. So, and I'm just gonna confess early because before everybody get in here, because it's looking like people are actually coming in, which I did not expect. So here's the thing. I consider myself, weirdly, a family first guy. Don't know if you ever noticed that or not. But I'm real heavy on family. Like that's just my thing. So sometimes I don't go live for certain things that I think if families are doing something that day or something's going on, I just get away from social media stuff and do family stuff. Calvin Carbine, Howard J, what's good? What's good? Everybody checking in, what's cracking? So as you may know, Sunday I didn't go live because of the Super Bowl. Shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs for putting a couple bucks in your boy pockets that allowed me to go out there today. I'll talk about that another time. I will not be seeing Big Fish Little Boat no time soon because he did a lot of Eagle talking and that didn't pan out too well. Either way, that's not my business. There's a lot of Eagle fans here. Don't need nobody mad at me. Kush, what's up, man? Demetrius and Big Riz and Tap In, what's good, brother? So, and then I was like, I wasn't going to go live again until Thursday, which I probably still will go live Thursday because I got a special guest coming through to do Rate Your Guns on Thursday. But we had already planned that because I wasn't going to go live today because it's Valentine's Day. And I thought most of you dudes would be somewhere on a date or buying flowers and gifts and dinners and stuff like that. So my assumption was nobody would want to be in on Valentine's Day. Frederick, how you doing, man? Dennis Dixon. But by the looks of things, most of y'all are deadbeats. This is the thing. I had a friend today that told me he wasn't going to do nothing but make 2 shrimps. And that would keep his wife happy, and he don't got to worry about that, and he could go live. So let me tell you what I did to not be a deadbeat. I took care of my business early today. See how you do that? Get it all out the way. Then I decided to go live. But here's what makes me feel out of place. Joseph Harris, what's good, brother? What's happening to anybody I didn't get a chance to speak to? T-Man, what's happening? This is what makes me feel out of place. I'm looking around, and I see notifications, everybody going live, and everybody coming in the chat. So am I the simp? Well, Howard J said he took care of his business this morning. I need to know if I'm soft. Am I a punk? Be careful how you talk to me. But I am asking the question. Okay, I got it in early. Okay, so everybody, y'all got it in early? Hey, Calvin Carbine. You know what is so dope about a comment? Can't nobody hear it. Like that's the dopest thing about a comment. You can type it, but nobody hears it. Same OG. What's cracking, man? Hey, Walt E, that's classic right there. He said the flowers go on sale tomorrow. Y'all, okay. All right, tap it. Tap it, don't do it. Don't you do it. I'm gonna let some of these people get away with it, but don't you do it. I'm positive he took care of his business already. See, it's that's what I'm gonna do. Since I know I already handle my business, I'm gonna talk crazy. Watch this. Man, I go live I want to. Nobody gonna stop me. I don't give a damn what day it is. It's Valentine, anything. I do what I want to do when I want to do it. Okay? I'm the man. I run this. See, that's what y'all be wanting to say, but y'all just put it in the comments, and then you're gonna try to remove your comment later. Nola Saint, what's cracking? Hey, what's up, man? You made it to the live, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you, brother. You know, this is the thing. I know a lot of married fellas or fellas that got, women that they actually care about.
Mm-hmm.
How many of y'all try to get in arguments right before Valentine's Day just so you don't have to buy nothing? I'm sure some of y'all out there answer wisely. This is the thing, though. Oh shit! Wait a minute, y'all. So, like I say, man, I hope everybody out here taking care of their business, man, on this day, or then handled your business before you decided to come into a YouTube live. MTZ, what's up, man? I know you took care of the missus and or the woman or women or how many you got, whatever you do is what you do. I'm not here to judge nobody, but what I'm saying is, did y'all take care of your business early? Zach, me knowing you, I'm sure you laid out the red carpet, did everything you were supposed to do. Just don't say nothing right now, brother. It would be safer that way. Happy to see you in the live, man. Because I was talking to somebody earlier that just felt like there was no need to do anything extra. Guess what I did, though?
Something extra?
Took care of my business. All right? Now, 75 people in here. 97.8% dudes that don't give a damn about today. I'm not included. I took care of my business early. But what I'm not going to do is judge you. Okay, I'm just going to talk about you, but I'm not going to judge you, man. To all of y'all that chose not to do anything today, hey, teach his own. Listen, you don't got to celebrate it. I like when they be like, oh, I buy stuff every day. This every day Valentine's Day in my house. You a damn lie, because you ain't buying no flowers. You ain't doing the nice stuff every day. But that ain't what this live about tonight. How y'all doing, man? Hey, you know what? I like to mess with all the fellas, especially when we do the gun addiction. And then stuff like this is always funny to me. Because y'all cussing me out so bad right now. But I dare want to put something slick in the comments because I screenshotted and emailed it to you twice.
It's a regular day.
Don't play with me, man.
He says a regular day.
Spray at will. Boy, I tell you. Yeah, I mean, listen, that's my thing. I don't care about the day itself. Valentine's Day, I'm not no fan of what Valentine's Day is. Who cares? I don't even care about that. It's just the sentiment. It's like Christmas to me. I'm not a fan of what Christmas is or what's sold to us. I just love seeing the kids happy and the family happy. That's my thing. So that's why I do.
Listen, my wife doesn't like me to buy her nothing. So I know the way her heart is through her stomach. So I made her a nice dinner. There you go.
Nah, man. But I'm not gonna argue with him online because it just don't sit right with me. Like
it's
how when the missus be like, oh, I'm all right. You ain't got to get me nothing. I'm cool. Zach, the guy that takes that literal. Like, oh shit, she cool. I ain't buying a damn thing. I ain't buying nothing. I mean zero, nothing, zip. I know if I hear that was just to see if I was gonna cop out.
That's
a setup.
Ain't no setup.
1032, what's happening, man? Parasite, what's going on, big dog?
There's no setup for me.
It's good to see y'all, man. Sounds good. How do you go year round?
Smooth.
And you don't spend no money. How you get away with that? I don't know how y'all do it. But listen, man, God bless you fellas that's able to get away with it. Maybe I'm hating right now. So
exactly, Robot.
I'm hating right now, man. I'm hating. See, I just said it. The dopest thing about the comments is the fact that nobody can hear them. You know? Tap in, you out here bugging, man. I hope these comments never go public. I am disappointed.
Oh, I know Tap in take care of his business.
Oh, I know he did. He just talking crazy. He the one dude I know for sure. Took care of that business. Big Zo, you just came in and said the line that everybody used to try to make it sound good. But you know, you one dude that I always said is least likely for me to get into an argument with. So I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that same energy. I'm not finna argue with him. See? That's right, Big Riz. That ain't never been the truth.
Yeah, Big Riz got
that. As soon as they tell us that, oh, y'all never got to buy me nothing. I ain't buying nothing. And then y'all ever heard of Jody? All you old school people know who Jody is. If you know who Jody is, soon as we decide not to buy it, Jody gonna buy it. And then when Jody go buy it, that's why she tell us she don't need it. Because let me stop. I'm gonna leave everybody alone, man. Listen, tonight's live is about the most underrated guns on the market, man. Y'all hit the like button. Stop messing. Hey, Kush, leave me alone, bro. You know I just be bugging sometimes, getting everybody in trouble. That's the thing, though. You know why I can get you in trouble? Because I took care of my business. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I took care, so I ain't getting no trouble.
You said Jody,
but you know. Oh, Jody, boy, trying to tell you, man. But no, listen. I hope everybody good, man. I haven't been on here since Friday night. So I didn't get a chance to talk about football, which y'all know I'm a big sports guy. Football, basketball, boxing, that's my stuff. So, you know, I was buried in the game. It was a great football game. If you like the game of football, it was fun to watch, high scoring.
Good game.
Good, lot of suspense. Both teams looked amazing. I bet on the Chiefs. Why? 2 reasons. I'm a Mahomes fan, and I like to bet on the underdog. I'm a fan dueler, so I like to bet on the underdog. I felt like the Eagles had a stronger overall team, but I felt like experience would win in the end, and it did. So with that being that, shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs. All you Eagles fans, try it again.
Yeah.
Try it again next year. You know, that's what I say. My team, they ain't make the playoffs, so we got to try it again next year too. So join me, because you know what? It don't matter. We all got to try it again next year. Either you win it all or you don't win it all. You understand?
I don't feel bad for no Eagles. I'm a Giants fan.
No, man, I definitely don't feel bad.
I'm a Giants fan. I didn't care less if the Eagles lost. I wanted the Chiefs to beat them.
Damn. And it was funny though, because I had a lot of my cousins was in town because it was my aunt's birthday, and she turned 89. So a lot of family came from out of town. So a lot of my cousins came from Jersey on the East Coast, and they all Eagles fans. Not all of them, but vast majority. And man, they was in there talking crazy.
Exactly. C Smooth, Big Blue Wrecking Crew. Exactly. So I don't care about the Eagles.
That's right, MTZ. Only one team could get it, man.
True.
So y'all hit the like button for me, man. I am gonna be totally. I'm gonna go ahead and get cracking because I'll be totally shocked to see over 100 people in here tonight, and I'm calling all of your deadbeats.
Well, Biggs.
I'd be grateful, but I'd be shocked.
Calling everybody deadbeat. That's terrible, man.
Biggs, what's happening, man? Y'all know I'm messing. I like to mess with the fellas, man. Especially, you know, on the gun addiction ones, and everybody watch don't want to comment. That's how much they spend on the guns. Don't nobody say nothing. Yeah. Come on, bro. Why you going? My wife's sitting right here, man. What you gonna ask me that for?
Charlie boy, what up?
Charlie boy, what's cracking? So, a fam. I'm glad you in here tonight, man. I'm always glad you're in here, but I'm definitely glad you're in here tonight. 2A Syndicate, man. Me and you got to meet up, brother. But that being said,
CDL, what up, man?
The topic tonight is, what are some of the most underrated guns on the market? All right. So I'm and this is gonna be an educational and helpful live for people, because there's always, when you're into this game, you're always out there, you're looking for something.
Right.
Even if you ain't like looking, you waiting to hear what somebody gonna say. Somebody gonna tell you about something that is underrated that you may not have known, and then it may give you an opportunity to go try something new.
I think it's
Armsman. What's up?
Armsman. Jason said Smith and Wesson. I don't think Smith and Wesson underrated, Jason.
As a company, and let's kind of narrow the firearms down. Now, Brothers Keeper, Tisas PX9 Tactical Duty. I've heard a lot of good stuff about that Tisas.
A whole lot.
PX9.
But he's right. It is underrated.
Tisas was supposed to be one of those, and they didn't.
It's underrated because of the price. It's like those what up, ET? Snob in the building.
Eddie Tactical, my gun camp brethren. What's to it? So Mr. Biggs, what's good? Anybody I didn't get a chance to speak to, what's good? I'm gonna throw mine out there. What I think is I'm gonna throw something out there. I see the Steyr out there. And I didn't find this out myself, because I was put on to it, but now I'm a huge fan of it. But I just don't feel like people talk about it a whole lot. I think that the Walther PDP full size is one of the dopest underrated guns on the market.
You think the PDP is underrated?
Could it be?
You think? I
don't hear people talk about it as much as I hear some of the other firearms.
Well, honestly, I don't hear people.
I hear like HKs, VP9 a lot.
I don't hear people talk about Walther a lot. Honestly.
I guess. Armel, what's good, brother?
What up, Armel?
I guess. I mean,
for me, it's the Stoegers.
You think Stoeger is underrated?
Yep. That is a good gun. That's a good series of guns. I didn't know until I had one. It's a
well. Hold on. You hold on right now. And I'm just playing devil's advocate. Y'all know I like to argue with Zach for no apparent reason. But he liked to argue with me too. So here we go. Bro, you only got one Stoeger.
Right, but
I said it's a good series of guns. How
I've shot others. I've shot the smaller ones, and I own the biggest one. The next biggest one, because they got like a long slide now. So I've shot the smaller ones, and that one that I haven't shot the biggest one yet, but they're not much difference. They just make the guns a little bit bigger with more capacity, or they're a little bit smaller. So it's a really good Gen 3 clone. I mean, it's really good. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. You know how I agonized over getting it.
So be gun specific. You have the Stoeger STR9
S Combat.
Okay. So, hey, New York City, what's good, my brother?
Yeah, Rodney.
We over 100 people on Valentine Day.
Yeah, we are. 109.
There's definitely some deadbeat. Listen, deadbeats. Life around a deadbeat too. What's up with you, brother? Deadbeat.
He a deadbeat too.
Same OG, Parasite. Boy, it's a lot of dead. 114 deadbeats in it. Make sure y'all hit the like button for me, man. Y'all know I ain't got nothing but love for you.
Life of Ron, I agree. I think most things from PSA are underrated. I agree. It's because of the price, because they're not considered expensive.
So listen, I didn't ask. Respectfully, I'm not asking what companies are underrated. I want to narrow it down to a gun.
The dagger.
A specific gun.
Dagger.
So you think the PSA dagger is underrated?
Yeah, it's a good Glock clone. Yeah, it's a good gun.
Do you think that the PSA Dagger is the best Glock clone?
No,
within budget.
No,
on the market.
No,
What is?
I don't like.
What is?
I don't like the Dagger more than I like the Stoeger. I like the Stoeger better than I like the Dagger.
So personal preference.
Yeah, personal preference, right?
Because I feel like I hear Dagger way more than I hear Stoeger, which would tell me that Daggers probably sell quite a bit more than Stoeger.
They do.
I don't know that to be true. E double was good.
I think it's true.
Everybody, man. If I didn't get a chance to speak to you, what's good with y'all, man? Please hit
Real deal
for me. Real deal. What's good, my brother? Real deal says Raw C642. So, and I know you've definitely had a lot of positive things said about the Stoeger. So I don't, and I haven't really heard anything crazy, bad about it. I haven't heard anything bad for that matter.
It's another one too.
Springfield Armory XDM 45. You think it's underrated? I mean, I think the XDM line gets a lot of love. Y'all don't think so?
Yeah, I carried an XD 45 for a long time.
The Rock Island 1911. Which one, Javier?
The double stacks, I think, might be underrated.
That was going to be my next gun. I think the Rock Island 9mm TAC Ultra, the double stack 1911. Matter of fact, Roblox the XDM trash. But matter of fact, that 9mm always selling out.
You can never find it.
It's difficult to find. Like when people see them, they snatch those up. I've heard people say the poor man's staccato.
Yeah, the 10mm.
Me, I don't like to refer to anything as the poor man's anything because I don't like to say poor man. It bothers me. So, but I've heard people use that terminology.
You can find a 10mm roadblock, but the 9s and the 40s are the hardest to find. 10mm you can find all day.
Patrick, what's good?
What up, Patrick?
Hey, 2A in LA, man. Fam. If you sit here and tell me it's Staccato XC underrated, I would throw something at you if I didn't think it'd break my computer. But I'm not gonna do it. But I mean, let me ask y'all this.
Why don't like the XDM?
A couple people don't like them XDM.
I'm wondering why.
They snappy.
The XDM? Which one?
All of them.
There's more than that.
All of them snappy. No, I think the 10 mils ain't. No, they bad too. Maybe that big 9mm ain't that bad.
That's what I'm saying. I got a bitone XDM 9mm, like a 4.5. What is it? 4.5-inch slide or something like that. It's not snappy at all.
Those guns ain't smooth shooters, bro.
I mean,
I never myself. I
know that problem out of it.
Gravy. What's good, man? What's happening out there in West Virginia?
What up, Gravy?
Bulletproof. I like the Springfield 10mm as well. I do. It's a nice gun.
Like Veron said, Hi-Point is underrated. Ask ET.
Well, Zach said he was going to bring up the Hi-Point tonight. You didn't, though. You chickened out, bro.
No. I didn't get a chance to get to it because we just went to other stuff. But
because that's a hell of an argument when you say the Hi-Point anything.
My thing
is underrated about it.
Most people that talk about a Hi-Point don't even own one or haven't shot one. That's the thing that pissed me off. You ask 10 people, "Oh, Hi-Point suck. You own one? No. You ever shot one? No."
Okay, I saw that 22 compact today. That TX22. Let me know how you like that one, E-double. That compact. I want it. I messed around with it at SHOT Show. I want it. Let me know what you think about that.
Now the weird thing about the Hi-Point 10 is the gun runs and it's so heavy it handles the recoil really well, but the grip is kind of slippery. Because they should have textured it different. They tried to add a little extra texture to it, but the gun actually sucks up the recoil because it's so damn heavy. It actually works really well.
Okay, same OG. I'm with you. Jason, you went to Hi-Point because everybody need a burner.
Yeah, I mean, they
listen, I'm only saying this because I'm only saying this just for the sake of argument, but I know that Hi-Point gets I don't know who gets the worst.
Hi-Point got it the worst, man. They got it the worst. Nobody gets it more than them. As soon as you say Hi-Point, when I went to go pick up the Hi-Point, the guy at the store, and I've known him for quite a while now, told me, "Oh, this was yours? Man, I'm glad you came to get this thing, contaminating my store." That's exactly what he said to me when I went to pick it up.
Damn. Hey, Kush said he wanted Hi-Point know they got the reputation. Absolutely.
Yeah, they know.
Absolutely. And this is the thing, though. You know why they don't really care?
Oh, that's
they keep selling. If the guns weren't selling, they wouldn't be in business.
They've been selling for years.
It's not like they own, some other big manufacturer, so those guns sell, and that's what keep their doors open. The Hi-Points are selling. People are buying them. I'm not. We can't even buy Hi-Points here, so we can't even buy Hi-Point pistols.
The only thing that I can say is my experience is I haven't had a bad experience with them. Now that's just anecdotal, but I have not had a bad experience.
Let me ask this question. By a show of hands, how many people, not even show of hands, just a yes, how many people own a Hi-Point in this chat?
Let's see.
I'm going to give you yes. I'm gonna say yes. I own one.
I own 3. Yes.
Now, anybody else in here own or have owned?
Wait, at least said no.
A Hi-Point.
But why?
Brothers Keeper say he got 2.
Yep, Brothers Keeper got 2.
A-Day, what's good?
Roger, no. Willie, yes. Yes. I see yeses and nos. It's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag.
Okay, I'm just curious, man, because sometimes I'm kind of with Zach on this part.
Hell no, damn.
Kush might be a low key snob.
Oh yeah, he is.
But this is my thing though. People that don't own them, did you not buy it strictly because of reputation? Because sometimes it's always funny to me when people talk about them and never had one. Like even Eddie Tactical, like he got one just for the hell of it, to be able to say, I got it. I know I don't like it. That type of thing. You know what I mean?
But that's why my NRA counselor, my good friend up in Cincinnati, he talks about them guns like they did something to his mother. And that's what made me get one. I saw one of the guys at the gun shop before it moved the location. He used to carry one all the time. He always had it on his hip. It was crazy.
You see what Aaron said?
What do you say? I'd rather a Canik. I mean, okay. So,
damn.
People, and that's just and wait till another 2 or 3 years. People just keep talking that crap about Canik. I've been preaching Canik gospel forever, but he carried the Hi-Point.
Canik's a good gun for the
and I know they are. He carried the Hi-Point, and he told me that it was a good gun, and I just kept hearing it was good, bad. Cabela's had them on sale for $99, so I got up and got one, and I've never had a problem out of it.
Okay, let me say this. I want to go back to something because this was very.
I'd rather have a butter knife.
This was very evident and heavy on my channel when I first got on YouTube, and that was 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, and I still feel the same way today. And it just reminded me when Kush made his comment. He said Canik is a good gun for the price.
Yeah, you don't like
that for the price phrase bothers me.
Yeah,
It bothers me like rainbows. Okay, don't get me canceled. That's terrible. Listen, that's not what I'm trying to say.
She like rainbows.
Yeah, I like rainbows. That wasn't a good comparison. It bothers me when people say for the price, because I've always asked, is it a good gun or a bad gun? That's just my feeling. It has to be good or bad. So when I hear people say good gun for the price, so I don't understand. Is it a bad gun?
Canik make good guns.
If it costs a little bit more money, would it be a bad gun?
No, it's a.
See, I'm with Roadblock. Like,
yeah, a good gun is a good
gun. Tell me that.
What up, Cali boy?
Cali boy was good. Bang TV was good, my brother.
Odessa, that RX-01 is a beast too, man. I got one of those too. It's a beast.
He says better than Canik. Okay. So what I'm saying is, I feel like, do y'all feel like Canik has earned its spot?
You know my answer.
Yeah, I know you're like a Canik fan. I've jumped on it early.
I've been rocking with him since
Canik early. I love him, but I'm talking about people that's just like, I don't want the Canik fanatic to speak on this, because you can't. Because when you're a fanatic, you can't say nothing bad about it. Like it's like me being a Bear fan.
No.
There's nothing bad for me to say.
I can say something bad. You know that.
But if I want you to be good, do you feel like Canik has earned its spot? Meaning, we're gonna talk Glock, Smith and Wesson, Canik.
Yep, they earned its space. The one thing that I watched that company do from the time I started buying them, is 2015, was every time somebody, when they would send like a gun out to an influencer, every time somebody would want like an improvement, they would do it. That's why there's so many different TP9s. They would go and they would keep improving the gun. The one thing that they never had to improve on was the trigger, except for the V2 series, because it's got like a single action, double action trigger in it. So they moved away from that. And when they started making all those different changes to where they are now, they listened to the people.
So Dennis Dixon, you believe in that phrase? It's a good gun for the price. See, I just believe it's a good gun or a bad gun.
I see what Dennis is saying though, but I mean, like if you say,
I don't see it. I don't understand. I can't justify that statement.
I think he means this, like in terms of what you get when you like you get a holster and you get all of the tools and all of that stuff. I think they mean that. But
okay. Forget everything that comes with the Canik. Forget the hard case. Forget the holster. Forget the extra magazine. Forget the back plates. Forget the red dot plates. Forget all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that gun that's sitting in that box a good gun? If I ask you, is the Smith & Wesson 2.0 9mm a good gun?
I tell you, yeah.
I think most people would agree, yes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is a Glock 19 a good gun?
I'll tell you, yeah.
So I'm asking, is the TP9 SF from Canik a good gun?
Yes.
Not for the price. I'm not even using for the price. I'm just asking, is it a good gun? If it is, it is. Like, that's just my opinion.
The gun runs.
Yo.
It runs. What's up, Rodney? Yeah, it runs. The gun runs.
I'm chilling, B. Yo, RGG and Zach, I'm going to see you kids in a minute.
Yeah.
Yo, if anybody going to sleep on the Canik, you bugging. And that's for friends and family. Ain't nobody going to jump in front of no bullet for nothing.
Right.
That's true.
People sleep. You know what it is? It's marketing.
Yep.
People sleep on countries that's not popular with America. The Turkish government, they put their guns to work, B.
Thank you, Black.
They probably put them through more tests than most Western nations.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I'm saying, B. The Caniks are nice. They're smooth. One of the best shooters straight out the box. I remember, I bought a Canik the day my pops died. I just wanted to do something the day my father died.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I grabbed the TP9 SFX Elite. They was carrying his body out the crib at my mother's joint. I grabbed the joint. I went straight to the range. I had to de-stress.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best shooters, the best joints out the box, man. People gonna hate. It is what it is. But time is everything, B. Same way 40 years ago, people were sleeping on the Glocks because they thought they were just plastic joints. But look at the way the Glock marketed itself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Don't sleep on them joints, people. Real talk. Don't sleep on them joints. You bugging.
If you guys don't mind, please hit the like button.
It takes time, that's all.
It takes time, babe. It takes time.
They only really been
thank you so much.
When they stopped making the clones like the Canik 55s, the Sharks, whatever they were called, and they started moving to making the striker fire guns. That's when things sort of shifted because they started out making clones. To this day, people say they still make that they clone the Walthers, and I wouldn't say that they don't.
Facts, they're good guns. B. If a nation, people sleep on what's going on in other parts of the world. Turkey's no joke when it comes to their military, their state police and their military and what's going on over there. Sometimes we gotta stop. You know what I mean?
And
I like what Gemini 2 and 1 said. How you doing, Gemini 2 and 1? I like what he said though. He say price doesn't mean value. I remember hearing Honest Outlaw say that one time on a video I was watching. And it kind of got me, right? Like I was like, yeah, that means some of these companies just price their guns well, or what we consider well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you literally got people out there, and they may not admit this, but I was just reading Black Aces joint.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about CZ when they first started with them, but
Canik already started going up. That's why they got $1,000 gun out now.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Marketing and popularity.
Yeah, that's why.
But there's some people out there that may never admit it, but there's people out there that literally won't buy a gun if it's under a certain dollar amount.
That's true.
They're bugging though.
Like they feel like that gun got to be cheap or not good if it's under a certain dollar amount.
And you want to know the funny thing is, in Turkey, Gerson is bigger than Canik.
Yeah.
So is SAR.
It's marketing. People just don't understand. And the thing is, too, a lot of people just don't travel. They don't see things. You know what I mean? They don't understand like the level of some things are doper than others, which is sad.
Yeah. The thing that I know is Canik makes machine guns. They make machine guns.
There's a lot of companies that make machine guns.
No, but I'm just saying they make military grade stuff. Even the Caniks are made in Sammy spec factories. They're NATO spec guns.
I think another underrated gun is the SAR K12 Sport. I don't know why I didn't, and I'm talking specifically. I don't want to talk brands being good. I want to go specifically to the gun.
The K12 is a beast.
I think the K12 Sport is an underrated gun.
No big honcho.
It's dope.
It is a good gun.
They've been around for a minute, brother.
RGG, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, damn, I'm just rude as hell. I didn't even speak. Hey, listen, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button for me, I really appreciate it. Thank you, Shadow. Because I didn't just start talking tonight because it was Valentine's Day and I was talking about all the deadbeat husbands out there, and I got sidetracked, which I meant to do this because I usually need to pay this bill, which is, man, a regular meetup is coming up in June. Ooh. Tickets are on sale right now. All right. Thank you, Shannon, for posting the link out there. You can also go and vote for this year's RGAs, the Regular Gun Tuber Awards. We are getting close to selling out, but we're not sold out yet. But thank you to everybody who's been buying tickets. I'm excited, man. It's getting closer and closer. That time is coming. It's about to be dope. I'm super, super excited, y'all. So we secured. Hey, Rodney.
Billy Slow.
What up to me, brother? Let me sit up. I mean, my Valentine Day is good from the kids. So.
Oh yeah. You like the you seafood guy,
sir?
Yeah,
I love seafood. Yes.
Oh, yeah, you gonna be pleasantly
dope, bro. Because we got like this wings. seafood food truck.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy for the meet and greet.
Yep.
This is just
I'll
for the
be
meet
there,
and
bro.
greet that night.
I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, so everybody, while we just bugging and everybody coming in town and meeting, and we just done bump because we got the whole hotel. So while we out just kicking it, everybody can go grab them something to eat, like crab boils and stuff like that. If that's what they into, and if you're not, you grab you some chicken wings, and if you're not, you can get whatever else they might have.
I am not gonna miss the date, brother. I already got my ticket, my room booked. I already booked a couple different car rental companies to see who's gonna be cheaper. So I think my car or rental. Told a couple of my cousins, I'm just hoping these goofballs get off their asses. Real talk, man. People gotta see it to believe it. So I may even have to buy a couple of tickets for some folks. So it is what it is, bro.
So okay, DeAndre, that's dope. I see exactly what you're saying. He say people buy Jordans that hurt their feet, but a pair of $70 Skechers the most comfortable shoes they wear.
He ain't lying.
Yeah,
facts.
He ain't lying.
So I'm gonna throw this out there. I remember when Caniks first hit the American market. I'd be hanging out in the gun store and everybody would be like, "Oh, those are garbage. Those are junk." And then all the YouTube reviews came out and they weren't junk. And then everybody, "Oh, those are good guns, but if you buy them, you support terrorists."
Yep.
Like, that's what they had to use, try to knock the brand down. And it's like, you're not supporting terrorists. If it's a good gun, buy it. Period.
That's the thing too, real deal. You just said something that's really relevant here. Opinions, people listen to the opinions of influencers. Like when influencers are talking, like us, a lot of us guys on YouTube, some of the bigger guys. When you start saying something is really good, people will start to go vest in that. It's just like tonight. We can do this live, and somebody's gonna hear one of these guns that's underrated, and they're gonna see it in their store in the next couple of days, and they're gonna pick that gun up. The TX22. Taurus.
Great.
I have no deal with Taurus. I don't really have no relationship with Taurus.
Peace,
any of that. But I believe that's just my opinion. I think it's the best 22 on the market.
I'm buying one for the wife.
Conclusion. Huh?
I'm buying one for the wife.
Bro, the way I came to that conclusion, because y'all know, like when the pandemic happened, how expensive ammo was, right?
Mm-hmm.
So still at that time, 22 was still the cheapest ammo you could get when you could find it. It started flying off the shelves too.
Mm-hmm.
So what I was doing was I would buy 22s. I tried damn near every 22 you can imagine. And I kept telling the people at the store, I said, man, could you tell me the most reliable 22? Because every time I would buy a 22, it would be so ammo finicky. Because I can go get a bucket of 22 from Walmart, but the damn gun would jam every shot.
He's right,
bro. And I don't even want to knock the other guns, but some of them are your favorites, like them. Because I still got one that I never even touch, which is I like it because I like the weight on it. I like the style of it, the whole 9 yards, the Mark series. I like them. Don't get it twisted. They good guns, but they picky as hell, man. Even that 502, Aaron, just because it's an FN, that gun picky too.
Yep, we don't like certain ammo.
But that TX22
eats everything.
That thing be running. If you keep it clean, you can run the dirty, bro. I got old boxes of 22, but I wouldn't touch when I had the other gun, those Winchester little white boxes. Man, I've been grabbing them little white boxes. I take them to the range with me right now, bro. And I'm talking about running. Pop, 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 pop. Running, no problem. Now you got to clean it. Because when it ain't clean.
I just spray it down, you know.
Yeah, Zach don't clean it. But I break it down, clean it every couple times. I take it to the range. But, man, that thing run, bro.
Well, I'll use this as an example. I just bought a Strybog. And one of the main reasons why I bought a Strybog is because of you. Because how good you talked about.
Oh yeah, I love that gun still.
And I love that gun.
Were you able to get one with the brace or no?
No, I bought one without the brace because I was gonna I upgraded my AK brace and I took the old brace and put it on that.
Lucky man.
So
see, Joseph said he got rid of his 502 because it was finicky.
Yeah, I mean, that's a gun you don't hear anybody talking about.
They got it right on that 22.
You don't hear anybody talk about the 502, but people talk about that TX22. That gun eats everything. I know because I have multiple 22s, and that one is the one that eats everything.
When I would go in the store, you couldn't find a TX22 during the pandemic. They stayed sold out. They was back ordered. I was trying to get one. At this time, I didn't know about it. But
which one, Cali boy?
This is a cheap 22. Get a Heritage. He eats everything.
Oh, that I have one of those.
The cowboy one.
Yeah. I put a 22 Magnum cylinder in it.
Yeah.
Those look nice. I was contemplating that.
I had one for a while. I go out to the gun range.
That's right.
I wasn't sure yet about that one because I saw it on sale.
Because I want one of the barkeepers. I'm gonna get because I got the regular one, the full size one. I want to get the barkeeper.
Yeah, Taurus.
The bartender, barkeeper. The little shorty one.
Yeah, very about that big.
What you talking about? The 2.5 or 3 inch?
Yeah, it's like a 2.5 or 3 inch 22. Yeah. But you can put a 22 Magnum cylinder in it, and you can run 22 Magnums out of it.
Taurus bought them.
Oh, Taurus owns Heritage too.
Yeah, Taurus owns them.
They got Heritage. Rossi Heritage, and they still make a few down here in South Florida, but majority of them are made up in Georgia now. Bainbridge, I think.
And that's another gun that's underrated is the Rossi lever action 350.
Man, I want one.
Yeah,
I want one. Now with all these laws, and especially here in Illinois, it's like giving me an excuse to get
that
a lever action.
So
Firefly is
what can you guys get in Illinois now?
We get BB guns, like we can get air rifles. We can't get nothing, man. It's bad,
bro.
It's bad, man.
RGG, I'm telling you, my father-in-law, we inherited a couple of his joints. Every time we come up, we grab, go, and some of the gun stores was like, "Yo, it's best to just drive versus like trying to ship stuff."
I mean, so basically, man, everything that's pretty much a rifle. Anything AR style,
the other one is
pretty much banned.
That's
pistol
crazy.
Magazine ban. You can't have pistols over 15 rounds in the mag, right? But I can't say much. But I mean,
it ain't gonna change a damn thing, bro.
It don't change them. But what I'm saying, I'm just talking about. I don't want to get.
Son,
you can buy any pistol you want, basically.
Yo, ain't gonna change a damn thing.
They may not sell you the magazine.
The way I look at it is these people did not care until it happened out in Highland Park, man. That's the way I look at it, bro.
No, that's a fact, bro. I'm gonna do a whole video on that. I'm like, what happened in Illinois? When I walked in that gun store, bro, it really wigged me out when I looked up on that shelf and there was nothing on the shelves, bro. Like a whole side of the store was completely empty. They had took everything off the shelf because they used to have the ARs up there and everything, and they just put a dead stop on stuff in one day. Like it happened so fast. Like I was talking to JL because right before all of this happened, I was talking about it on the channel. I had reached out to Optics Planet. I told him I wanted to build the ultimate AR. And if you know, Optics Planet sells everything except the serialized parts. So basically, they set me up this crazy AR. All I needed to buy was the lower. That's the only thing I needed. Everything else I have.
I can hear it coming,
bro. JL tells me they were like, man, they in court tomorrow, man. I think Priska gonna sign that bill tomorrow. Go pick up you a lower, like at least go buy it now. And I said to him on the phone, yeah, bro, I'm gonna go buy it tomorrow. They passed the law that day. The next day you couldn't buy nothing. You can't buy no lower.
Damn.
You can't do nothing.
He knew what he was doing. He stayed there to make sure he signed that bill. So that way,
he wasn't moving. He was not going to move.
Yeah, man.
But this keep your fingers crossed on them lawsuits coming.
Off topic a little bit.
Bless.
I want to ask y'all something. And I know everybody been seeing this stuff and hearing it. And I want to do a live about it either this week or next week. There's a lot of weird stuff going on right now.
Talk to us.
It's bugging me.
Talk to us.
Like y'all. Okay. Obviously, the shooting of the balloons and 4 or 5 other flying objects that's being shot out the sky. All these train derailments. I mean, am I the only one seeing this stuff?
Hey,
man, I got a text from my nephew about it.
It's out there, man. Right. It's out there.
The State Department told any Americans in Russia get out now because
they did.
They did that last night. Real deal. They did it last night.
They said leave. Right. If you there, you need to leave because they
might leave.
They might make you
go. If you don't leave now, that's on you.
They might make
it's not just Russia. It's all of Eastern Europe.
Mm-hmm.
It's all of Eastern Europe. So you got to go. You got a job.
Like perfect storm.
Get out.
Yeah. Oh, that's exactly. They might get drafted if they don't get out of Russia. That's what they're telling them. You might end up having a fight.
Like they did in the Ukraine.
Uh-huh.
The Ukraine was drafting everybody and anybody.
Hey, you see what Bully Proof say? Africa splitting.
What does that mean?
Big earthquake happened. There was a real deal.
Really?
Oh,
I didn't see that.
Yeah, there was
Yeah, Lawrence Lilly. So I'm not so I guess in my house we ain't the only ones noticing this. Lawrence Lilly, warehouses catching on fire. Bro,
you know
it's been some of the, if you pay attention and put all this stuff together and you just go back a month and a half, bro, this shit ain't coincidence, man. Something is going on that we're not being informed of. And it's getting crazy, man.
They won't let reporters do stories about the train in Ohio. One reporter went out there and tried to do a story, and they arrested him.
But real deal, they spoke about this last year.
About the train in Ohio.
I
know. They'll be on the news. They just blow it off. Oh no, it ain't nothing, man. They said they never cigarettes.
But they spoke about this last year in Ohio.
What can I do about it?
And it happened, and now everybody's like,
It's just like
they tell the people it's all right, and then the fish floating upside down.
Yeah,
you got places where whales, floating out to the sea, they dying. There's all types of crazy stuff going on, and it's like the news. When you watch the media and the news, people talking about it, bro,
because they're told not to report.
They got to be, because they talk about this stuff like it ain't even happening.
Well, look at 8 years ago. There was a commercial flight that left an airport and disappeared in mid-air and never landed. They talked about it for 3 seconds and never reported on again. There's a plane that disappeared with all the people on it just disappeared. Nobody knows whatever happened to them.
And they never found it.
Never found it.
No, but you know what? They said those were the same people who somehow a few of them landed in the Pacific on that Malaysian plane. Those were some of the same doctors on who have, I don't know how to say the words. I don't want to butcher it. Who studied diseases.
I know what you're talking. Yeah, Rodney. It was supposed to be some guys who were like the premier guys in the world.
Yes, yeah,
and they ended up dying on that plane.
Yeah, I don't know how to say the words. I didn't want to butcher it, but you never know.
It's just, I didn't mean to cut you off, Rodney. It's just like when they start talking about gun control, right? They start, the politicians start talking about gun control, and guess what? Next thing you know, there's all these shootings. Isn't that magical how that happens? They talk about gun control, and then all these people go out and they do these stupid shootings. It's almost like it's time.
To a point where it just can't be coincidence anymore.
Like they said,
it's getting too bad.
The guy in Michigan, they said he didn't go to the school. He wasn't a teacher. He wasn't nothing. All of a sudden, he just decided to walk on the campus and start shooting at people.
And I'm going to throw this out there. So Chicago, they've been trying to get gun control in Chicago forever. And they always fell short. Or Illinois, let's say Illinois. They always fell short. They knew about this guy. They're like, let this guy go shoot a bunch of white rich people and we'll get our agenda through because they'll be outrageous. They'll be outraged. So it happened and they got their stuff pushed through. Because
that's what seems to happen, though. It seems like 3 to 5 years from now, they'll say, "Oh yeah, he was on the radar. We knew who he was," and then nobody did anything about that. I mean, that seems to happen. Seems to be happening almost every incident. They say, "Oh yeah, they knew somebody warned, but they didn't do nothing."
We have these red flag laws, but we don't use them on people we think are going to do something.
Yeah.
TJ, what's good?
And his father's been calling the cops, state police, talking about my son's gonna do something crazy, and they never acted on it.
I'm sorry, y'all. I got off topic, man. Cause it's just like I don't cap. It's so much going on. So I be trying to, like, when we do the lives, I try to come with stuff that we can just be interactive, have a little fun, talk about guns. And then sometimes in the back of my mind, I'll be like, damn, there's some stuff going on out here, man.
That's right.
This stuff be having me. I'll be like, at first, and I'm one of them people that be like, oh nah, man, that's shit happen, man. Train got them fall off the track every now and then, ain't nothing.
Yeah.
That's just me. Like I'll be like, ain't nothing to it. I don't worry about that. I ain't thinking about that. And then you start another one. Wait, okay, a big balloon.
Yeah.
Hold on, man. A big ass balloon.
That's right. And then what's going on?
Something weird hanging on the bottom of it.
But see, here's the thing. What ends up happening is you find out that this has been going on for several years now. This isn't new. These balloons been flying around, but they never said nothing. Now somebody somewhere said something. No, they knew they were there. The government saw them and didn't say nothing.
They said they've had them here before.
Yeah, they've been here before.
I'm not saying that.
I'm saying the average person, they couldn't see them before. No. Now we're seeing them.
Somebody leaked it out to somebody in the press, and somebody put it in the news.
China's pissed off because they were shooting their balloons down.
we see it now.
Hey, look. I want to ask y'all, if you walk outside the crib and you just, randomly look up and you see one of them big ass balloons floating over your crib, what you gonna do?
I'm going to the house, get some tinfoil and put it right.
I'm like, bro, there's a big ass balloon flying over my house.
So they don't steal my
I'm gonna go with the wife, kids, family, everybody.
Y'all gonna shoot it down? Anybody gonna test their aim?
First, I'm gonna get my aluminum hat on, then I'll grab my.
You gotta put your aluminum foil hat on first.
I'm gonna be shook. I'm not gonna front.
Good, man.
I'm gonna be nervous.
I mean, my thing is because bro talks about. I mean, my thing is, what can I do about it? So I'm not gonna worry.
It ain't that, bro. Like I be because this is what I'm saying. Where I can be the guy that talks, because I be the first person to diss myself. Because I know that obviously I'm not perfect. I have faults. I'm the same way, bro. I try to control the things I can control. I'm one of them people,
Mm-hmm.
But I'll be damned. Sometimes it just gets to be too much. Mm-hmm. There's too much going on that make you have to pay extra attention. Like it gets to a point where
it's true, right?
I can't just go on about my day now and act like this ain't happening.
It's out there.
I tell you, what happened in Ohio, these balloons, and then today, 704 Tactical posted gas mask on. I was looking at those things. I'm like, I think I need to buy 3 of these things.
You think you need to buy one? Boy, listen, it's going down. We buying gas masks ASAP.
Yo,
I should have been buying gas masks.
I got a text message I sent my cousin today who works for the county police down here. And I was like, yo, son, we need gas masks. Like I need to know what's going on with the ones that you guys just never use after 3 to 5 years and you throw away. Can we get those?
You just got to keep replacing the filters.
Yeah. I'll give.
But they don't do that. They'll just throw them all out in the garbage.
I'll give you a pointer on these gas masks. Buy the ones with the round holes in the side because you can shoot your gun with those. The ones that have the full face, you can't shoot your gun with it.
Mm-hmm.
So buy the ones with the two eyes.
Send me the links. Send me the links.
Okay.
To the ones I need to buy.
That's it depends on how much you want to spend too.
Yeah. Don't worry about
I don't give a damn. I'm gonna tell y'all
right. Don't worry about toilet paper. Get gas mask.
Right. You got a cat at home. You got toilet paper. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Something going on. But this is the thing too. Now all you preppy beppies, this one is going. You really see who like. I know real deal. I know you like you preppy. You like the prepping guy, and I think that this type of stuff is so weird that this is when it starts to show. Like, all right, so unprepared people like myself start to look unprepared.
But see the cracks.
Yeah, you start being like, all right, I can see why I need this. damn that, because that other stuff never happens the way we talk about it.
No.
Like this type of stuff, I've never heard nobody mention. I've never heard a prepper talk about it. I've never heard nobody talk about this stuff. Like not the stuff that we watch and happen.
With balloons?
Damn, I ain't never heard nobody talk about balloons.
You know what?
I've never heard it on nobody's prepping channel where they like, hey, man,
I mean,
weird balloons flying around.
If you really want to know what's going to be like when the crap hits the fan, you ever watch the movie The Road?
Great movie.
Well, Christian Mortensen, whatever his name is.
That is about the best apocalyptic movie there is.
Say it again.
The aftermath.
He said it enough.
Alpaca-lyptical.
Make sweaters, mittens, you'd be good to go.
Man.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
What's cracking?
Hey, so, I've been on the railroad 10 years now, so everybody knows about the bomb train pretty much.
The bomb train?
The bomb train. So that's a train that has 10 or more cars that are filled with either sulfuric acid, whatever chloride, anything chloride or sulfuric acid or it's like 3 other chemical compounds that they travel in those tank cars. So when you just if you're sitting at a light at the train tracks or whatever, and the train goes by and you see all those tank cars, look at the labels on them. Just glance at the labels. Because literally those trains carry enough chemicals to destroy a town.
Roadblock, you're gonna have me shook now, bro.
Yeah, Roadblock.
So listen to me. So now, you know how houses that are close to railroad tracks, their property value is lower than other places.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
and people thought it was the noise.
If people thought it was the noise, no, you are living in a risk area.
It's the noise. It's the noise.
It could be the noise, but it is also what those trains are carrying too. Because we had a train derail next to this lady house, and the railroad had to pay her, like tore her grass up and everything. We was out there for 29 hours trying to fix that derailment. Derailments happen all the time.
But what's causing them?
Track conditions. It could be wide gauge. It could be user error. It could be people error. It could be went through a wrong switch. It's just a lot of stuff can go wrong.
It's funny you say that because
people going to sleep.
We were driving by this. We were in the little town called West Carrollton, and there's a big
I know where that's at.
Train tracks run across there, and there's like a I don't know if it's a switching station, and the guy inside the little house there, he did something wrong.
That's a signal maintainer.
He did something in there and screwed everything up. So the train was just like sort of sitting there. Nobody could get by. It was funny because he like came out, was like scratching his head. It was kind of crazy.
So let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
You in the line of business. What the hell going on with all these damn derailments over the last week or so? I mean, I understand the trains derail all the time, but this has been a little weird, man.
All right, so
I'll be right back, brother.
So when I would say 6 years ago, you had a lot of engineers and conductors, right? Then people started to retire, and then you had a whole lot of younger guys that were trying to get work, but they kept getting furloughed. Like I'm working for CSX, but I'm only working three weeks, and then I get furloughed for 2 months. Then I come back for a week, and then I get furloughed for a month. And then I come back, and then I come back for a month, and then I get furloughed for 3 months. And then people got tired of that shit, so they lost like 35% of the workforce, right? So my boy Marcel, he freaking left and became a personal trainer. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, screw it, I ain't even gonna deal with this no more. So now they hiring a whole bunch of new dudes that they're trying to ram through training and hurry up and get them on track because you got that PTC Precision Railroad, whatever it is, where they're trying to put a whole bunch of cars together, twice the size as normal as it was 10 years ago. And they're running these guys, and these dudes is far away from home, and they're running them ragged pretty much. But then you trying to train a whole bunch of new dudes and trying to push them out there. So now you got a powder keg of people not knowing what the fuck is going on. Then a big ass train that carrying a bomb train, pretty much.
Well,
so
is our infrastructure, like, I mean, like, are the tracks in good shape? Do they need to be replaced?
So I actually work on the tracks. So that's my job. I'm track maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on the gang right now. This is what we do. We fix railroad tracks. We take old railroad ties out and we put new railroad ties in. We got machines that gauge the track. So the gauge that the train runs on, the rails have to be 56.5 inches. It has to be 56.5. It can go out to 57.5, but you better fix it real quick because if a train is going 30, 40 miles per hour and it's going around a curve or something, and the track gauge in that curve pushes out, because that's a big ass train. So when it's hitting the curve, it's weight pushing that rail. So if that rail ain't secured and it's 57.5 and it push out to 58, then you get a derailment. You see what I'm saying? It's all about geometry. It's all about math.
Slight little bumps you're saying can just take everything off.
Yeah, that's why all these railroad companies put so much money into the track, but you still got human error. You still got human error going too fast, blowing through a switch, blowing through a signal. So just like cars, you driving and you get to the light, it turn yellow, then it turn red. You gotta stop. Trains do the same shit. They got signals where they gotta stop at. Because you might have another train a mile ahead of you that stopped. Right? So it's just like car traffic, but it's train traffic. And you got a dude sitting in the computer, a big ass computer,
what up,
the size of your wall, Zach. With that wall, that ugly ass New York Yankee symbol is.
Yo, hang up on him right now, son. Hang up on him.
So basically, no need to panic there.
No. It was with that is more or less user error with the train derailment.
But why they capping about like in Ohio? Why they capping about the chemicals?
Because it's chemicals. It's like
they saying it ain't nothing but the fish floating with their tail.
Yeah, but you see how I told you. You see how I told you what kind of chemicals was on that damn train, and it could go past you every day and you not know.
Yeah,
and that was the thing because
because communities ain't gonna want trains to go through their neighborhood if there's a chance that it can derail and ruin their whole community.
But locally, they're not saying that it wasn't anything. They were saying that they were basically saying they were releasing. They did a controlled explosion
release. Yep.
They did it. They knew they were putting it into the.
Well, they had to because one of the tank cars, if they didn't, it was going to be worse.
Yeah, that's what they. I think they said they evacuated on the news. They were saying it's like a 5-mile radius.
No, they told them people. They said going back in the house.
Yeah, they said now it's okay.
And then you start seeing dogs dying and fish floating upside down.
That's what they're saying. Now they saying.
Did you hear that dude describe his dog die? How his dog died?
Nah, bless us.
Man, he said that his dog started panting, then started throwing up violently, and then did a whole bunch of other stuff, and then he said it just went downhill from there very rapidly.
Well, they said
his dog just died.
But you know
one
what?
of the chemicals that were on the train that they started on fire, they used in World War I. The Germans used as a weapon.
Listen, I live in South Florida, and some of the bays and the rivers and the lakes, canals that we have here, it's a normal occurrence on a yearly basis. for fish to die down here. So it's like,
Yeah,
it's
but
not
man,
big
the
news
fish
down
weren't
here.
dead for the train and all that stuff.
Right.
Bro, it's a
All that
normal
stuff
occurrence
just
for us down
Nah,
here, man.
Fish don't just float
Nah,
upside
fish don't
down.
die.
Like
Fish don't die
RJJ.
up here like that.
What
Yo.
Rodney's saying is not incorrect. It's like where I go shoot at, dudes got a pond, and something happened where they didn't do something, and
See, that's what's wrong with y'all.
didn't have enough
That is
water in the water. And all
Listen,
the
That's
pond.
right.
I showed up.
I feel like that's a New York thing, man.
We
Now,
got
so-
red tides, we got blue tides, we got
Yeah.
all types of weird tide down here
So the
where
next thing y'all gonna
the
tell me
fish
is,
die down
oh
here
yeah,
all the
man.
time.
Every time I go outside, man, it's a big dumbass balloon floating up over the crib, and stuff still hanging on the bottom of it. It ain't
That's
nothing.
right.
All it's doing is floating. It ain't bothering nobody. Keep on, man, y'all. This is what I'm saying. We
Listen.
can't keep being
Did
blind.
So you
Did y'all know that-
die down
did-
here now? And it
Don't
happened.
they? Ain't most chemicals are transported by train?
Hold on, man.
What's going on, RGG, Roadblock?
Yeah, what's up with you, brother? Act
Hey,
like
Douglas,
you
what's
know,
up?
Really?
What's
don't
up,
just
Brady?
come
What's
in
up,
the
real
middle of the
deal?
conversation. What's
How are
going on
you?
with you, man?
Well, you know,
Everything
I
right?
gotta
How's
be-
the family? How the kids? How the wife, man?
my wife, man, she in the emergency room, so y'all pray for her. She
What?
going.
Oh wow, for what?
How the hell you
Why
on
you
that?
at work?
What you mean? She just called me in the middle of work just about 5 minutes ago.
Yo,
But just pray for her. She
go
said
to the
she's
hospital.
fine. She's been.
You're supposed to be on your way to the hospital, man. You're supposed to be on your way to the hospital right now.
She's not in it.
You
I
know,
remember she
Skilly
went
ain't
to
meant to no
urgent
work.
care. She went to urgent care. She get herself checked now, so she fine. She fine. My wife is fine.
Skilly, man. Skilly,
pray
man.
for her.
Oh.
Skilly ain't, Skilly ain't missing work, girl. Take some Robitussin. Put the Robitussin on. Going to work. I'm going to work.
Wife calls. She's like, I cut my finger off. He's like, well, is it dangling? Just
Man,
tape
you
it up.
supposed to be at the
They
urgent
drink.
care,
He
man.
told her
Yeah,
to drink. He told her to drink some burners.
Right,
Drink some
you be
burners.
all right. You just need the belch. You be all right.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Hey,
Do y'all
Do
know?
not
Do
judge
y'all
me.
know I
My wife
ain't never in my life that I can remember on or off YouTube have I ever had so much love for a brother I can't stand. He's got to be the most difficult person that I don't mind dealing with. Did anybody hear what just happened?
Yeah.
This old lady is at the hospital. Urgent care.
she's
you
at urgent.
cannot make up the stuff. She's not in the emergency room. She's in urgent care.
He led with that.
yeah.
I apologize, y'all. She's all right. Okay.
Don't apologize. I'm just asking about the family.
Nah,
Trust me, if
bro.
she was in a dying need, I would be at the hospital. Okay. So y'all
Yeah,
calm
people
down.
go to the emergency room every day, B.
Man,
Right.
I think
Calm
about
down.
this, Billy. It's Valentine's Day. You're at work. She's there because she has a broken heart.
It's what?
Oh, that's smooth. That's smooth, real deal.
I hope she's all right, Skilly. Hope everything is all right.
She's fine. She talked to me, so she said she was fine. I could stay at work. So
All right, bless up, brother. Bless.
Hey, Skilly, you better make some phone calls tomorrow.
What up, Malik?
oh, yeah, I do. I gotta make it up. I know.
So right now,
You know,
right now,
I'm talking about you need to call your senators. You're one vote away for getting some major gun control jammed down your throat.
I know.
Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow is a big deal in Michigan because they're about
You
to
got to call your
change
reps.
the laws after what happened yesterday.
Call some
Damn.
reps.
Oh, I know.
Say,
Michigan State. I know it's
It's
coming.
kind of weird that it happened a day before, 2 days before.
See,
This
that's
vote.
what I'm saying. Anybody ever seen the Manchurian Candidate? Anybody ever
Yeah,
watched that
great
movie?
Yeah,
That's right.
Denzel.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, man. Listen, because that's just weird. I didn't even realize that the day before they gonna have the vote, dude walks in and shoots up the school, a prominent university.
And nobody knew about it.
Right.
Right.
And he's not a teacher, he's not a student, he not nothing, but all of a sudden he just go there. Nah, man. Now that sounds conspiracy-ish, but that sounds like that's a setup.
That's some bull. Right.
Some straight
Yo,
up
but I ain't
bull.
gonna front. I had a good time back in Michigan, back in the days, going to University of Michigan, hanging out with a broad, and running up to East Lansing at. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Skilly man, take over. I'm insane, son. Oh my God!
Right now.
He tore him up.
Yeah, he just went back
So
in
let
time.
me ask y'all a question. This is another
Jesus
off topic,
Christ.
and we'll go back because we like 7-8 topics away from the original topic now. So I'm not even concerned about going back to that. But I will say this: would you guys like to bring for me to bring FN on the show?
Absolutely.
Because that's what I'm talking to right now. Like I'm talking to somebody.
Yeah.
Yo,
Trying to see if that's something I want to do.
Sure.
Yeah.
bless.
Yeah.
Y'all, that would be. Y'all think that'd be good?
That'd be dope.
All right.
I need that 5'10".
All right, y'all. Okay.
Yo, I was about to say the same thing, B.
I need
Hey,
that
but
5'10",
roguelike,
bro.
don't majority of chemicals are transported through the railroad system?
Yep.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Because you're not allowed to fly them on planes.
No, you can't.
No.
That's most, yeah.
Can't
I mean,
fly them on planes.
some are transported with trucks, but it just depends on the level of danger with them. Because trucks travel the interstate, so the interstate has certain laws where you can only transport certain chemicals. The railroad travel through mountains, back. You'll be driving next to the railroad, and then it'll just disappear off into the woods.
So, Roblox,
man.
in your professional opinion, are our railways and everything, should we not be worrying about it? In your professional opinion,
As a worried about what? What do you mean?
derailments and stuff like should we be like
the amount of trains and train traffic that run every day? No, shouldn't be worried.
So this is almost like just like a blip on the radar. This type of thing just
it really is, but it's a big ass blip.
Yeah.
Because you can see you can see that shit from space. The plume, the smoke plume, or whatever, you can see that shit from space, man. That's how it was bad. Anytime they tell you to get the hell out.
Watch the movie Unstoppable with Denzel Washington. That train.
I mean, that was based on a true story, but Hollywood embellished the hell out of it.
Hey, Roblox.
Yes,
so
sir.
My gun range I made with railroad ties, but the railroad ties are hard rubber, and once you remove that cap, it's still filled with concrete. What do they use those for?
Those are mainly used in the South, but those are composite ties. It's a new tie system, but it's expensive as hell to make. Because the normal railroad ties that they use, they wanted to get away from them, but they can't really. Because it's the most cost effective. Because you got composite ties, you got concrete ties, and you got wood ties. The wood ties have a cancerous agent that they use. It's called creosote, and the creosote they use to treat the ties. And if you ever look at a railroad tie and it's got like this black tarish stuff on the top of it, that's the creosote. That's the creosote. Now,
they tell you to make sure that you don't get in your fireplace to kill your family. That's the same.
No.
Creosote, it builds up.
This is like a manual.
That's the inner lining of the fireplace.
You get your fireplace, you get it cleaned out because creosote builds up inside of it. It can mess around and poison everybody.
Burn the whole joint down.
Yeah.
Well, all I know is I'm not real sure about that, but I do know that a lot of the older guys, because we got tie handlers, like these machines, like cranes that pick up, so we don't really have to touch them. But back in the day, the dudes that retired 5-10 years ago, they touched them by hand.
Man.
And they used to get it on their skin. And a lot of them developed cancer over time. So I had this one when I first got hired on, like a year there, he retired. And he went to the doctor like 3-4 months later, and he had damn near every form of cancer that you could have inside his body.
Ooh-wee.
And he died a year later.
Oh, wow.
My dad was a millwright. He died from asbestos.
Yeah, that's like the guys who used to work making tires and stuff.
Yep. Whoever lives in South Carolina or North Georgia, if you're driving down the road and you just see a whole field that used to be full of trees and all the trees is gone now, all that wood is going to railroad ties. They take it to the big ass factory, they cut them up, and make them look like railroad ties, and then they treat them with creosote.
Wow.
Never knew. Never knew.
My dad used to work in the stuff. They nicknamed it Red Death. When they
Really?
worked in it, they used to have to wear bodysuits, filters.
I'm not gonna tell you that, Robert M.
And when they got done working, it would go through the suits and get in their skin, and they would be red for a week later until they worked it out.
It's no different than guys who worked in the rubber factories making tires.
Yeah.
So this is cool. That's my pops did that for years.
And remember, at one time, the government said that it was perfectly safe to work in.
Yeah.
They used to say it was okay to smoke too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Right. It was in
doctor
every
used to come
movie.
see
It made
us
it look
smoking a
cool.
cigarette.
Yeah, that's right. The doctor comes see you smoking a cigarette.
That's right.
All right, so I'm gonna see what I had to get them guys some dates. My bad, y'all. I'm being rude.
No, you good? Hell of business.
Sam.
That's right.
Skilly, what else going on? I'm be scared to ask you questions now, man.
Yeah, because
Now,
Skilly,
I
what's
can
the deal
only
with the fire joint?
I take the physical agility test on the 4th of March. So
Nice.
Good
I'll be
luck,
going
brother.
4th of March.
Praying for you. I'm praying for you, brother.
You
Appreciate
ready? You healed up good and everything?
Hey,
ready
do
to
they
go?
make that? Do they make that difficult? Is that physical difficult?
No, the way they got it, they actually give you on a test what you're going to be going through, so you kind of prepare yourself for what's going on. It's just mostly you're gonna do a stair climbing thing where you're gonna have weights on your shoulder. You're gonna climb for about 5 minutes, kind of endure. Your endurance if you're going upstairs with the gear on. Another one is you getting a chainsaw and some other type of cutting thing. Take them both off the shelf, put them on the ground, grab them, walk it back, put it back on the shelf. Another one was dragging the hose. So you get the hose, drag the hose. Another one is you drag the dummy.
Did you say drag the hose? Wait.
I said
Drag the hose.
I didn't know that was something you had to do to be a firefighter.
He lives in Detroit.
You might want to say that different.
Detroit kid, you gotta drag the hose.
Okay.
Yeah. Another one is you gotta go through this box. You gotta get on your hands and knees and go through this box, maneuver through the box. So it's like eight things you gotta do. It ain't look too hard. I think the only thing I'm gonna have trouble with is the stairs and dragging that dummy.
Nah, you got this, brother. You just got
I ain't drugged no hoes since I got married. You know.
You got this, brother. I'm praying for you.
Telling us it's a firefighter position. He's training to be the pimp out there. You got to drag the hose.
Drag that hose.
Slick back, skill back.
Name Silly.
Name skill back.
Yo, Silly, praying for you, family.
Cabo,
What's going on, man?
yeah, man.
What's
Listen,
up,
man.
Cabo?
Prayers up to you, brother. I hope you get it, man. I hope that dream finally comes true for you, my brother.
Appreciate it.
That's dope, man.
Because I got a reason to
Just
come
say
back
don't answer no questions. If you don't answer no questions, you good.
I already did that part.
If Skilly got to have a verbal interview with these people, it's a wrap.
I gotta do the oral in-person interview after I do the physical. So
that's the
They
part
gonna make
we're
you
gonna pray for.
They gonna make you cut your facial hair
on the physical part. I think
they might. Because I know when I did the police department, I had to cut my cut and get.
But you're gonna have to because they're gonna have to fit you for the mask for your breathing apparatus. So you're gonna have to cut all that off.
Ain't no problem. I cut it off before for the police department. So
just don't cut your mustache.
It's got to go.
Yeah, they gotta cut
Everything's
that.
going.
No,
Skilly gonna look like he's 6.
Right.
Skilly got.
I call him Little Skilly Douglas.
Skilly Douglas. Yo, brother, I'm praying for you, family.
So, Cabo, hey, Cabo, what's up, man? How's everything?
What's going on, fellas? Hey, I want to make a comment about the creosote. Creosote is.
But hold on, bro. Hold on.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? I already said what's up,
I
everybody.
said, Cabo, how is everything? And you just said, no, I want to make a comment.
Okay.
That's rude, bro. I'm just trying to get everybody. You know what I'm saying? We just losing touch, bro. We family. We be losing touch.
You family, so we ain't gotta do all.
My bad. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but creosote is used as a preservative and a pesticide in railroad ties to keep like termites and bugs and shit away from it.
And it don't really work like that, Cabo.
Well,
No. What you saying is right, but it
does.
don't. Over time, it stopped.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Over time, it stopped.
Oh yeah. But I'm just saying that's why it's in there. You know, it's also too there to stop fires if the train, you know,
that's the main purpose. That's the main purpose.
To stop fires. So
okay.
So it's a lot that goes into it. Look, I've done thermite wells and flash butt wells for the railroad for 15 years, and I've not been down and dirty with that stuff. You know, so if it gets on your skin, you want it off quick.
Especially when it's hot outside and the sun and all that, you want to get it off your skin.
That stuff burns. It is really nasty.
Cover, what killed the fish and the dogs?
What killed the fish and the dogs?
Yeah, that was when that train derailed, the fish started floating upside down, and the dogs were just dying. Like people, I don't know. They ain't been talking about that.
Chemicals, man. In those train cars. You know,
he's talking about it locally. You might
that's why they told the people, get out of the house. If you don't get out, we will arrest you. And if you got kids, we will charge you with child endangerment.
Yeah. And
why they gonna put people in that kind of predicament when they cause the situation?
I understand, but you still gotta leave. I mean,
you gotta leave.
Going to kill you. You gotta get the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah, I've worked I've worked derailments before, to where they actually had to have the EPA come in before they let the gang come in and do what they got to do. The FRA comes in, all that different kind of stuff. The one thing about it is that with those rail cars, always pay attention to those little triangles, those little that little diamond and see, it'll tell you what it's carrying.
That's the hazmat stuff.
It's called a placard.
Like the ones that be on the trucks.
Kind of like that.
Okay. Like oxygen tanks and all that. When you see them in hospital trucks with the oxygen tanks, all that's telling you something.
Yeah, the main thing they're concerned about is soil contamination and air contamination.
Oh, but the main thing is the water, the reservoirs.
Yeah,
that stuff get into the waterways. Like on our facilities, I can't wash my fuel truck on CSX property next to a drain, because the chemicals that's on my truck go into a waterway. Or you can't dump. You can't, like the EPA. Well, we're ruled by, because we basically FRA, Federal Railroad Association. If you drop anything more than one drop of a chemical, you got to call this number, and they got to come out. They got to do a soil sample and all kind of other stuff, because the railroad is so paranoid about getting sued. And what's about to happen to Norfolk right now? They about to get sued. And it's about to be a hard road for them.
That's what's trained that was that derailed?
That was Norfolk Southern. Yep.
I'm telling everybody right now, the best thing you can do for your home is buy a Berkey water filter.
Yeah, but
it may sound like a commercial, but that's the best water filter on the market, and it'll take everything out.
Yeah, Berkey.
Is that filter you had at your house, Real Deal?
Yeah. Berkey makes the best. They make the best one of those.
So they can filter all the extra
filter
stuff
you had at your house?
It takes everything out. I mean, it takes everything.
Wait, what is it, standalone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that was the filter that was sitting on your counter, right?
System. It's a standalone. You just fill up with water, and it filters through. And then at the bottom of the chain, it's two chambers, right? So the top chamber has all the filters. You pour the water in it. It filters through into the bottom chamber. That's where all the clean water is. And then it has a spigot that you just get your water from. Yeah, and it takes everything out.
How much it costs?
Oh, well, you catch them on sale. It depends on what size you want. I think we spent, $300 on ours.
What you got, the Royal Berkey?
Yeah, I got the Royal.
You got the big
four
one.
filters. With the four filters.
You got the Royal Berkey. That's the big one.
But and they last forever. The filters last forever.
Hey, and here's a little knowledge for people who ever buy cars. If you ever buy a car and it's white, ask how it was transported.
Mm.
You want to know why?
Why?
And I think Real Deal, I mean not Real Deal, but Roadblock may know about this. Any light colored car that's transported by rail is going to end up with rail dust on it. And what rail dust does, it gets in the paint and it looks like rust spots all throughout the car. It'll show up maybe years later.
Really? That's what that is?
Yeah. Yep. And the only way you can get it out is like with a clay. I think it's a clay like buffer. It takes a while to get it out.
I know
Let me tell you how horrible these folks is, though. Like, hold on. If a train derails and it has 15, 20 cars with automobiles on it, once that car hits the ground, guess what they do with the cars?
Destroy them?
They scrap them, all of them. If that train car hits the ground and them cars is on that train car, scrapping all of them. We still in Toledo. We had a shipment of Harleys like 20 years ago, go to the ground. They're still buried. Like they buried all of them.
Why?
I guess it's the liability thing. If something happened to the car and somebody buys it, they can sue. Like, oh, we found out that this car was in a derailment or something like that, and the wheel just came off while I was driving on 75.
Okay.
Yeah. When I was a kid, we lived next to the railroad. They used to come by with the railroad, and that was before they put the cars on it before they box them in.
Mm-hmm.
Rocks, you throw them at break the windows.
You know what? Real deal. Horrible kid.
Hey, but why? Hey, it's funny because he cracked himself up thinking about it.
Yeah,
we just left
it's perfect. The railroad brought the cars, and they supplied the rocks.
Gentlemen, I'm out. Stay blessed, everybody.
All right, Rodney. You'd be surprised how many how many people in the country shoot our signs. Like they use our signs for target practice.
Yeah.
Damn, man. This whole live just went all the way off topic.
It has a mind of its own.
Hey, I feel you on the Stoeger though, Zach.
I'm
gonna bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back. I feel you on the Stoeger, man.
Good gun. Even when we were at SHOT Show, we were talking to the rep. They were talking about how they want to push that out more. You know, get the marketing on that.
Give me a firearm that's underrated.
Well, not anymore. Canik. Another one that's probably overrated. K-12 Sport.
Overrated or underrated?
Well, underrated. Sorry. Yep. Yeah. The K-12 Sport.
Nice gun.
I would say that that PSA Dagger. The FNX 45 is actually underrated too. To me, it doesn't get enough. It doesn't get enough props for what it is.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna throw this out here, and this has to go along with guns and stuff. And this is what I've noticed. And this is my opinion only. So I've noticed people on YouTube that never served in the military, never went overseas and did contract work and did tours and special forces and that stuff, right? They want all this expensive gear. It has to be this certain red dot, and it better cost $2,000, and it better be this light, and it better cost $3,000, and I gotta have my night vision set up and all this stuff. And all the guys that were Navy SEALs and did special work overseas come back and they got O-lights on their ARs. They got Holosun on. They got Sig Romeos and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just think that's kind of funny.
No, that's it. That's very interesting.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff, man. We're never going to see the real benefit of why that stuff was made. The certain kind of glass and you know the duty stuff. So to me, that kind of stuff. If you have the money and you want to buy it and put it on there, fine.
That's right.
No, but I would rather put $1,000 towards another gun than towards an optic, unless I got that optic, at a decent price. Me, I see nothing wrong with the Hollisons. They're great optics. Nobody's going to be just diving off the top of stuff, banging it against rocks and swimming in snow and mud and all that kind of stuff to really get the use out of it that the Trijicons and the EOTechs are built for. That stuff is built for duty. We're civilians.
Yeah.
And like, you watch a guy like a 704, and he'll take what's considered a budget optic and beat the hell out of it, and the damn thing keeps working. It's like you want to put it on your shotgun, Cabo. It was a budget red dot. Was it the T10 or T3 whatever?
The T10.
It ran. It's
$71.
Yeah, I think he's a dope guy to watch for that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're looking for something budget friendly that works, and some of the stuff he doing to these optics and products, we'll never do it to him.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we would never do it to him. I seen him cover guns up with dirt or optics up with dirt, freeze it, put it in the freezer,
shoot it with a
shotgun, all types, and the optics still work and hold zero. So that's what made me buy Romeo 5 the first time, man.
Yeah. Now, and real talk, I don't know anybody on this panel that's gonna buy a $500-$600 optic and go out and beat the shit out of it. I mean, I don't have money like that to throw away. Just to test it. If somebody sent me one, yeah, of course, then I'll do it. But if I spent my money on it, hell no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I watch these guys. They're called Tactical Hive, and they're all retired Navy SEALs, Green Berets that did all special forces. And like this guy is called Coach. He's a retired Navy SEAL, and he goes, "On my AR, I have a Sig Romeo. You know why? Because it's perfectly fine for what I need it for." He goes, "I'm no longer getting shot out of submarines with my AR swimming to land. I don't need the EOTech no more." He's like, "I don't need that."
Leave me alone, Miss Shot Shooter. Yeah, you can swim in snow. Up here in Minnesota, you got snow, rain, sleet, and everything.
She like the only one heard that. Her nose that.
Another good guy that does a lot of torture tests is Alabama Shooter. I don't know if he's still on YouTube or not.
You know what? I love watching them videos.
Sage Dynamics is my favorite.
Yeah, Sage Dynamics is good.
Sage Dynamics, and he torture tests all of them. The high end ones, so he don't just buy cheap ones and do it. He does all of them, and he compares all of them.
You like watching that stuff, Roadblock? I like watching torture tests. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't even want to do it to the stuff I spend money on, but I like watching them do that. Like I like the guys who do the gauntlet.
Yeah, Mac does one of those. I know you talking about.
That's dope to me. They put it in the water because we do a Chicago torture test. Myself and Eddie Tactical.
Yeah, winter juice,
which is pretty dope.
Yeah, with the winter juice.
We gotta wait till the weather breaks before we can do it again.
You're gonna have to do one with some
putting some guns through that.
You're gonna have to do another one with some jerk sauce or something.
Yeah.
And some red Frank hot sauce. You can say after you dip your gun in, you say, "I put that shit on everything."
Hey, that's true. That's true, man.
So that's what you start to find out, though. You get to a certain point when I like quality things, and quality, like you say, because something is expensive doesn't mean it's quality. Because something is inexpensive doesn't mean it's not quality. And you find that out from buying things. You're like, okay, I've had this red dot that cost me $40, and I've been running it for 5 years, and the damn thing ain't never gave me a problem. It runs my battery doesn't go out, all type of stuff. It holds zero, and you find that stuff because it's the way technology moves, man. That's what it is. It's the way technology moves. The stuff
that's my thing. I like to learn about the stuff first, or somehow have some type of experience with it, because I learned the hard way, man. I can't be listening to everybody.
You gotta experience it yourself.
So I like to know for myself, because people would have told me not to buy some of those certain things, like the Romeo 5. It took me to see that video that made me buy it. And then when I got it for myself, I'll always keep a couple of those optics around.
Nothing wrong with them.
They just hold up. I mean,
a good price too.
I have
like
3 or 4
Vortex.
Every time I push the button, the lights come on. I mean, what more do I want from it?
Right.
Yeah. The Vortex.
Well, you wanted the whole 0 too. I mean,
you're good.
If you were asking.
No, I'm talking about the old light flashlight.
Oh, the old light. Yeah.
You hit the button, it turns on.
And I'm with you, Kyle, but
don't
you
hit
know
the
what?
button when it's in your pocket, man. I almost lost a thigh.
You could you get an old light on in your pocket by mistake. You mess around and smell it, smoke, think the car on fire is you.
Boy, I was
crip
walking, boy, when that old light was on in my pocket. I was around there like, oh, this
you had that strut going.
RGG was
I'm gonna check out that. I'm gonna check out that Hollow Sun light.
Yeah, what's up, man?
I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, anybody I didn't get a chance to speak to, my bad. You know, it get hectic in here. And somebody, I don't know who, I don't think it was me, but somebody changed the subject tonight because I had some things on my mind, but it's all good. I appreciate everybody checking in. So what's up to you if I didn't get a chance to speak to you?
You said that staccato. If you do certain things to anything, you can make it fail.
Anything man-made is going to fail.
You can make it fail.
Torture tests are designed to reach a gun's breaking point, pretty much.
Right.
If you got a gun with tight tolerances and stuff like that, it's going to fail eventually. You get sand in there, I mean, it's going to happen. I've seen AKs fail during a torture test, and people say that those never fail. So, I mean,
I watched Rob Skill make a AK fail in a minute.
Y'all see 2A Syndicate comment?
Yeah, I see.
I you know, man, he probably hear me or heard me argue about that sometimes. You know, I wouldn't trust my life with this, or I trust my life with that. I don't know, man. That's always a weird statement to me because I agree with him. I think that in a weird time, or if something's going on where you need to defend yourself, you're not. No, I don't think nobody in a critical situation is thinking about what they pick up.
You're gonna grab what you think you need.
That's right.
Grabbing whatever's close.
If you're in a fight and somebody's choking you to death, and you grab a rock and beat them upside the head, guess what? You just trust your life to that rock.
And you ain't gonna think, man, maybe I should have grabbed that other rock.
Maybe I should grab this rock over here because it's more shinier and prettier.
Right.
I mean, I'm gonna grab that rock that look like a high point. You know what I'm saying? Do the same thing. I'm just playing. No, I'm messing with you. I mean,
I gotta tell you something.
You said what?
I can't tell you where I got the information from, but I might tell you later, but I can't tell you right now. But it's funny because an important friend of mine is watching the live right now, and they texted me. They said, I can probably get Roadblock one of those Hollow Sun lights. That just came. Okay, I'm letting you know on the live right now in front of everyone.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
So if and when that transpires, you know, obviously I will call you and let you know, my brother.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
It's weird that she said she'll get you one, didn't say she'll get me one, but I'm not going to even entertain that.
But see, the thing is, like the all metal housing, like that's dope.
No, you know what?
All aluminum,
bro. We saw that SHOT Show.
Mm-hmm.
It was. I didn't even know they made a light. I saw it.
I learned that today.
You interview a Hollow Sun and you look on the gun, they had a Hollow Sun light on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, y'all make a light too?
And it's chargeable.
Yeah. They got some good stuff going on, man.
Yeah, I'm really impressed.
507 comp.
Yeah.
Yeah, from what I heard too, that 507 I think that 507 comp on the staccatos would fit the SRO plate.
They fit the SRO killer. That's what people were saying.
Yeah, but I think it fits that
you
SRO
didn't hear that
plate
from
for
me.
the staccatos.
You didn't hear that from me.
So I should hold off. I should hold off on the SRO.
No,
I was getting it this weekend.
They probably won't drop those until maybe March or April. Like I think they said
I've been waiting this long. I can wait.
Second quarter.
Other than the nice round window on the SRO, what makes it so special? I'm just
It's
asking.
tough as hell.
That's what makes it so. You're gonna take away the special part.
That's one of the best parts about it.
He said, and he's outside of that beautiful,
He
amazing.
said, besides Halle Berry being fine as hell, what other thing she got? Take away her fineness. What else is it?
It doesn't cost. I can get an optic that doesn't cost $600. That has a nice round window, just like that.
I like that. I like that EOTech, the E-Flex. When I seen Billy had one, I was like, okay, that thing looks pretty good.
I don't know much about that one. I only seen it. I seen it one time, but not even got a chance to use it or anything. Just EOTech was at the local gun store and they had one. But
one thing I won't do is I can't because I've seen too many red dots fail during classes and courses to cheap out on my red dots. And
now what's cheap out though?
Now I won't go anything lower than and basically I think 6 hours the Hollow Suns are as low as I'll go. Right.
So when you say SIG and Hollow Sun,
right?
Do you consider them to be on the same plane?
Yeah, I do pretty much.
So where do you put something like? So when I hear people say that, where do you put Swamp Fox?
So I think Swamp Fox is a level below Hollow Sun and what's that? But they're coming. They're coming. I wouldn't mind testing one out. I wouldn't have a problem with it because that's one.
I'm a huge fan of the Swamp Fox cracking.
Yeah, you said is that the one with the mailbox, right?
Yeah, the mailbox. Yeah,
okay.
Close emitter. But I got it's on the PDP.
Okay.
Cracking.
But see, the only reason why I don't like that. The only reason why I don't like that is because I don't like the size of it, and I will use that same reasoning with the Aimpoint Acro with any of them that are that size.
I think it's my stickytism because those big windows I love. That's what made me like that 507 comp when I saw it. But then also, you know what I want that I think you got one, the 509T.
Yeah. I got the 508, but I do want the 509. I was gonna put the 509 on my CZP 10F.
I'm gonna throw this out.
Anybody got one? Who got a 509T?
There's somebody out there that got one.
Other than Holosun, who in the red dot game, who is making red dots that take 0 batteries? Holosun's making red dots that run on solar, period, and
they ain't dropped yet.
Forever.
They ain't dropped yet, but they dropping soon.
Yeah.
You gonna get one real deal?
I might. If I find something to put it on.
Yeah, I might have to get a second one.
That's what you know.
I'm just gonna buy something and put it on.
You know somebody got it mixed up right now. Yeah, I'll buy something to put it on.
That's the only one I have is the Ames. That's the only Hollow Sun.
I'm gonna start. Well, this may not start up nothing, but did you guys see Yoki's video when she compared the Prodigy and Scotto, and at the end of it, she said that the Prodigy was a better gun.
She said that day.
That day. Yeah.
That day. Well, that day.
I seen
it. Had a bad trigger, and it was.
Yoki be having mood swings, man.
Yeah, she do. That's why I watched the video. I watched the video.
Gun one day. That's
Robot
video.
Robot is watching the beer like this the whole time.
One thing about it though, she don't discriminate. She don't care who the company is. If she have a bad day with it, she gonna go in on them. I like that though. I guess she be
what's the one gun that she? What's the one gun
that Parrot, the CT Parrot?
Oh man, boy, she was
mad as hell.
She was hot, boy. She said, "What the hell is going on with this?"
That was the first time I heard her cuss in a video.
It was the first time, wasn't it?
I like her stance on Glock too.
Her and what's her name, Miss Red Phoenix. She said the same shit. She said it's a Glock. Yeah, she was reviewed that 47. She said it's a Glock.
It's nothing different. They keep remaking.
I want to shoot that 47 though. Bro, I don't know why I didn't shoot it at SHOT Show. I was at range day and didn't shoot. We were at the Glock booth, but I didn't shoot it. I don't know why. I should
Is it
have.
supposed to have like an upgraded trigger in it or something? Because if not, it
Hey
ain't.
man, look, I
shooting
think
17.
I told y'all this. I dry fired it at Palmetto State. It's the same damn trigger. Same trigger.
Exactly.
I had a 17 in my hand and I had a 47. I pulled them at the same. It's literally the same trigger. I don't know what. Maybe
No,
break.
it's the performance enhanced trigger roadblock.
Man, that was a bunch of bull. And the dude in Vegas, when he told, I think it was either you or it was somebody else, when he said it, he ain't believe it when he said it. He said,
"Oh, when we were interviewing a guy from Glock."
Yeah, man. He said it's the new trigger. They told me to say this shit, but it's the new trigger.
When you go to the Glock booth and all of the guns look exactly the same, damn near. Exactly. Some of them in different colors. It's the weirdest thing ever.
Do you think? Okay, let me ask y'all. This. I'm gonna go back to optics real quick. This is a weird question, but do you think that Swamp Fox is kind of becoming the Canik of optics?
I think Hollow Sun was.
Yeah, I think Hollow Sun is more so.
Hollow Sun is more
so the Canik than.
But I actually like Hollow.
I feel like Hollow Sun is. See, to me, this is where my regular gun guy thing comes into play, because to me, Hollow Sun has always been mid to upper tier. At one point, I thought they were really upper tier till I started learning about the Trichicons and some of the higher end stuff that's out there. But I always thought Hollow Sun was
Hollow Sun was at the bottom when they first came out. And when they first came out, everybody was like, "Oh, that cheap Chinese optic, da 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 da." And then they kept improving. They kept improving, and then everybody was just like forced to look like, "Oh, okay, all right." Because Zach, I'll tell you this right now, I want the Canik Mete. The steel, I want it.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can't, I'm not gonna buy the black one. If I can't find the chromed out boy, I can't get it.
$1,000 on that.
I'm gonna tell you something, because I've had this conversation with Bro, and as much as I love Canik, I do not want to spend $1,000 on that gun. I think they overpriced it. I think they should.
Yeah, wait till the hype goes down. So go.
I don't think they should have, and that's why. Because I sat and watched.
I don't feel like they're gonna go down that much on it.
I sat and watched the guns for weeks, and nobody bought them. And I think
I'm going to get my
real
this year.
I think it's because of the price. Every time I kept going back, and I was like, I want to get it, but I can't get it right now. And every time I went back, they
same thing that happened to Shadow Systems. The Shadow Systems, their prices was $899 for the MR920 Elite and $999 for the DR920 Elite, and then they sat at the gun store.
Yeah, they overpriced.
They sat for months, and nobody would buy them. And I would try to like, oh man, it's the Gucci Glock. You ain't even got to do nothing to it. You could just buy it off the shelf. And everybody just do the same thing. And
that gun should have $1,000. I think those guns should have came in at $800.
That's because the daggers out there at $299.
What's the rival X going? The rival S going for?
$949, and it's a $50 price difference. $949,
$899.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you my theory about these red dots, expensive red dots and budget red dots, and tell me if you agree or not. So let's say RMR 5 years ago.
I never say the full word. You tell me if you agree.
So what is RMR, right? RMR or what is it?
No, you good. I was just talking about you said agree instead of agree.
Oh,
that's okay.
So RMR 5 years. So let's go 5 years ago. They were this certain way, right? And then 5 years later, they have taken their technology and they advanced and improved it, right? So now the budget red dot is where the RMR was 5 years past. When RMR was there, everybody was like, "This is the best red dot in the world, man. This is awesome." But 5 years in the future, they improved. And everybody wants that red dot, but the budget red dot is where they were 5 years earlier. And it's just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what ends up happening. That's the technology.
It's still a good red dot, but
technology catches up to itself.
That's right.
It's like
I will say this about the RMR. You can beat the shit out of that optic. And I've done it. That's one optic that I have. I got 3 RMRs. the one RMR I've had for 5 years. That's on my 507, my P07, my CZP07. I have changed that battery once, and they don't have no solar. It ain't got no solar on it. It ain't got none of that. I've changed the battery once, and then the dot has never went out, and it's always on in my safe.
So
It's always on.
So here's a question:
But-
what was it that kind of killed the RMRCC?
I don't know what they did. It was overpriced for one. It was overpriced for one for that small of a red dot.
That little ass window too.
That little ass window. And because you know how the RMR it comes up, has the bat ears.
Yes.
It has the bat ears. So the CC is with this right here takes away from the screen. It takes away from the window. So when you shrink your window and you still have the bat ears, you can't really see.
Yeah, I think they kind of made that for the micro, pistols.
They did. But Hollow Sun just took that over. Just let Hollow Sun
with the 407. What that was the 407, right? The
407C. Yeah, 407C, the 407 and the 507C.
But Roblox, so everything you just said, I can say about the silly red dot that you put on rifle. 704 took that thing. He threw it off buildings. He climbed mountains and threw it off mountains into the gravel. He shot it with guns. He did all this stuff.
Okay, so real deal, you got a sample size of 1. All right, but they're a sample. But hold on.
Like I had a.
Hold on. Hold on, boy. Had to throat punch Zach real quick and hit his real deal in the kneecap. Anyway, so no, what I'm saying is that the sample size of the RMR, because it's been on the market for so long, is large, and it's pretty much the same consensus through everything. There's some tanks, just like my Trijicon MRO, right? That thing is a tank, and that's like one of the first ones to come out. I've had that optic for as long as I've had that RMR. That RMR. That's a tank, man.
So when you bring up the MRO, John Wick was shooting a gun with an MRO on it. Do you guys know which one it is?
Mm-mm.
In John Wick 3, he was shooting a gun with an MRO on it.
I gotta watch John Wick movie.
Yeah, he ain't never seen no.
I can't believe you ain't seen it.
Start with one.
But was it the?
Are you sure?
Yep.
I can't remember.
Just look at his that MPX that he's shooting.
Oh, okay.
When they're inside that hotel.
Because I saw a
I'm
thing
check
with
that out when I
John Wick,
get to John Wick 3.
and they said he didn't use any red dots because he doesn't like them.
Look on that MPX that he's shooting. I think that's an MRO on there.
I like how cops stay even killed.
Yeah, but that's not, it's like Roblox was saying.
Just look on the damn MPX.
Other companies can build a tank, because I had my own situation with a Sealy at the range, and I knew I was going to break it because of what I had to do. I knew what I had to do in order to get the gun up and running. Because usually I don't go call a range officer because I don't need him. But because I know he was going to see me doing this, he's probably going to be like, what the hell is this guy doing? So something happened where I could not get the slide to move. Something happened with the round. I don't know what, but I could not get the damn thing to move. And I knew the only way to do it was to take that gun and that red dot and bang that fucking thing on the metal rail.
The brass as well.
So I called him. And I said, I want you to come over here and watch this because I can't get this to work. And I know the only way to do it, you're going to think I'm crazy. So I took that damn wolf thing and was hitting that bang, 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 bang. And finally, I got that round out. I took it, loaded it back up, and shot it. The damn thing was still zeroed, and it didn't do anything. And I was banging the hell out of it.
Hey, Zach.
Couldn't get it to work.
Zach, what ammo was you shooting?
What
ammo was you shooting?
I don't remember. It might have been some Blazer or something. I don't know.
And Zach, also too, one of your damn arms weigh 50 pounds, so that helped.
I'm saying,
you know what? he always come with the jokes.
But that's how I knew.
He said one of his arms weigh 50.
And I was too busy worrying about getting the gun because after I said, man, I told the guy, I said, I should have had you recording me doing this. He was like, well, we can try it again. I'm like, no, but I was banging the hell out of that, and I just knew that first of all, I thought I might rip it off the damn gun, and I just knew that I was gonna break the glass or something. And when it didn't, I looked at it, I'm like, this thing is still working, and I went and shot it, and it was still zero. That's why I'm like, you other companies
hey, why Tank gonna put me out there? He gonna say, I have a Sealy I won from RGG. I can't get more than 5 shots.
That Sealy I got ran, man. That Sealy that I got from you ran hard. Especially on the
Sealy that I like the most is the Wolf O.
And I banged the hell out of it, man.
That's the one. That Wolf O pistol optic. That thing, I have it on. What do I have it on right now? Well, I think it's on the TX22 competition. Well, it was on the TX22 competition until Tandem Cross sent me the upgrade, and that came with the Swan Fox, so I changed it. But up until then, I had it on there, but I had it on the Canik, the TP9 SFX.
Mm-hmm.
Never lost zero. It ran on the 9mm, ran on 22. I had it on what else did I put on? I think I put it on the carbine. I forget which one. I want to say I put it on the Strybog at one point. But I had, that Wolf O has ran well, and that T10.
Yeah.
That which is like, to me, looks like the Romeo 5 clone.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, man, I can't really. Now I'm waiting on them to send me that Bear, the new enclosed optic they have.
Yeah,
I want to see if he gonna send that out to me, because I like them enclosed optics, man. Because I like the versatility. I could either put it on the pistol, or I could put it on a carbine if I choose to, or a rifle.
Hey, now I'm gonna see if you guys can see this. Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the MPX, and that's an MR on it. That's the one that John Wick is shooting in John Wick 3.
Okay.
He was determined to prove that to us. Thank you.
So that was on a pistol. That was on like an AR.
That's determination.
That's
at the highest level right there.
No, that's on the MPX.
Okay.
Little PCC. Real deal.
Yep.
Hey, you can get 10 rounders for that MPX, can't you?
Yeah, you can.
But you ain't gonna be able to hit nothing without a break.
Question.
What was
That's a sad question.
You have to get you a sling and
get you a sling and push out. Get you a sling and push out on it.
Man, I need some slings.
I'm shooting mine.
I need slings for all of my PCCs now.
You see the videos I've been doing with my Strybog?
Look, I'm not overreacting to none of this yet.
Don't. Please don't.
I'm not I'm not changing nothing about what I have, and until things settle down, I'm just doing what I'm doing myself.
As much as y'all,
I'm scared to go to the range with a brace on the gun.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Only
don't do that. But
you know what?
ATF can stop.
I go to Real Deal range.
Right.
Yeah, I was at the range a few weeks ago, and I'm starting to see, because I pay attention to my surroundings, I'm starting to see little cars that look like they're undercover cars and stuff, and different people that I've never seen at the range before, and they're shooting. Oh, what you got over there, buddy? Oh, I'm just shooting my Taurus. I'm just shooting this. I'm just shooting
none of your damn business. That's what you should say.
That's low-hanging fruit. ATF can be there. They see you roll up, and you bust out your pistol with the arm brace. I mean, that's easy pickings.
Yeah. So that kind of stuff, just be cautious.
Yeah, leave it on your stuff, but don't take it out of your house unless you go into somebody's house.
I wouldn't overreact when I tell you y'all got so many lawsuits right now, and all of them going to a Trump-appointed judge. Y'all need not worry.
Y'all know what they're waiting for, man. The guy in North Texas got the judge in North Texas. I'm waiting for him to call the state. I'm like, come on, man. What's taking so long?
This is the way
they already West Virginia already submitted their paperwork. They had already suing the ATF.
I mean,
already going down.
We'll get on that topic the next time. I think I might have a special live on Thursday night. It's looking like we do. Looks like it's confirmed. It's going to be a Rate Your Guns with a special guest, and I'll get the thumbnail and all that stuff up beforehand. But tonight, guys, we've done it, man. We brought in a lot of the deadbeat husbands and boyfriends tonight that all hung out with me.
Ain't nobody. Who the hell you calling deadbeat?
Hold on, man.
Wait. Who you calling deadbeat, hand meat?
Right.
And I want to throw this out there.
Oh, damn.
Today I've been married for 24 years.
Oh, congratulations, real deal. Congratulations.
You said what, real deal?
Today I've been married for 24 years.
Congratulations, man.
Man.
You said that shit like a prison sentence.
And you on YouTube live.
10 to 25.
Shout out to all the nah, man.
I'm on vacation.
I appreciate everybody coming through as usual, man. It's been a great live. I appreciate all the input. Y'all allowing me to change the topic in the middle of the live. I guess it ain't the first time I've done it. So, but it went great, man. So hopefully some people got some information about some good underrated firearms, so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. If you guys have topics that you want to hear me talk about or y'all want to talk about on the live, man, just email me. Just email me a list of some topics that y'all might think would be dope for us to do. Outside of that, I don't have anything else, man. I hope you guys got a chance to hit the like button. Again, I appreciate everybody. I'll be live Thursday night. Rate your guns is gonna be dope, man.
All right, I'll be here.
It's gonna be a lot of people in here too.
Mm-hmm. Yo, RGG, hand meat or lunch meat?
Hey, you a fool, man. But listen, man, everybody be safe, man. All the ladies out there have a happy Valentine's Day.
Oh,
fellas, keep on escaping if you can. It's all love.
Which email, bro, for the guns to send it to?
Regular gun guide, gmail.com.
All right.
A regular gun guide, gmail.com. That's what we're gonna send the guns to. We'll talk about it more, but we're gonna just try to limit it to one photo per person.
Put this disclaimer out there. If you from Illinois, make sure it's nothing over 15 rounds.
Yeah, don't shoot yourself in the foot.
Right.
Just don't post that.
If you from any state, don't send in nothing with no brace on it. Right. They're gonna be hitting me up, man. Who sent you that picture?
That's right.
Snitches get stitches. That's what I'm saying. So it is what it is. Hey, man, listen, everybody take it easy. Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you all. I'm out of here until the next live, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.